It's no secret the marijuana industry is booming. It's really difficult though to try to find the right stocks that are going to make the right moves. So I got two that you might want to keep your eye on going into late spring and early summer coming up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad, and this channel is specifically dedicated to the over-the-counter penny stock space. So if you're not familiar with what OTC stocks are, these are stocks that are not traditionally traded on the New York Stock Exchange. It's an extremely volatile environment, but if you manage your risk appropriately and you find the right stocks to play, it can yield some incredible results. That's why I love it. I thrive on this volatility. It excites me every day, and this is how I've been able to generate a living trading these types of stocks. So what are the two stocks that I'm watching going into late spring and early summer of 2019? It's going to be BMMJ and AUSAF. Now, before I get into both of those though, I'm going to talk to you about a NASDAQ stock that has big connections with both of these, and it's going to be Aurora. So let me share my screen with you right now, and I'm going to pull up ACB for you right now. So it's Aurora Cannabis, one of the largest cannabis companies in Canada. Why Canada? Well, Canada, it's completely legal on a government level, everything. In the US, it's still not federally legalized across the board. You know, you have to go from state to state to get cannabis legally and use it for recreational purposes or whatever you want to use it for. But in Canada, it's able to be used wherever. So ACB is Aurora Cannabis, multi-million, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and they are working their way into the US markets. Those states that have legal cannabis that can be used legally, they're filtering their ways in there through BMMJ and Australis, which I'll show you coming up. The reason why I'm showing you Aurora here and starting with a NASDAQ stock is because this NASDAQ stock has now have strong connections with Australis and BMMJ. And so I want to kind of like connect the dots there for you. Now, these are, just keep this in mind. I'm not telling you to buy these stocks, but these are definitely ones that you should be watching out for because I think they're going to make some pretty strong moves. BMMJ already has if you've been watching my channel recently, and I still think that there's definitely potential for it to keep going, but understand that you need to manage your risk and do your own due diligence and find value in this on your own if you're looking to take a risk on either one of these plays. So here's the first connection, CEO Scott Dowdy. Okay, so Scott Dowdy is the CEO of Australis, which is ticker symbol AUSAF. So why is this important? As you can see here via this news article, Aurora Cannabis spinoff Australis Capital begins to deploy substantial capital in the United States. Just what I was explaining to you guys. Scott Dowdy is the CEO of Australis, but he's also a board member on BMMJ. To further that, Australis has also loaned BMMJ $4 million to fund California cannabis acquisition. So BMMJ, active in California, also recently has had dispensaries expanded into Arkansas. And so that's why we're seeing such a move here. So if we look at WeTradeHQ.com, if you're not familiar with this is an absolutely free platform to join. I'm going to be doing my technical analysis here, showing you on this daily chart what an amazing run this has had so far. Very few green days in the last month, and it just continues to roll. Why is it continuing to roll? Because the Canadian company, Aurora Cannabis, is one of the largest companies in Canada and is now using these other subsidiaries, these sister companies, to get into the US markets. That's where the value is for them. So it's not just that they're staying in Canada, they are now coming over the border, funneling money through Australis, and Australis is funneling money through BMMJ to get their business in the US. Feel free to insert a build the wall joke here. So where's BMMJ headed? It's really difficult to determine exactly where this is going to stop, where there's going to be price targets. I hate using price targets, honestly, but it would not surprise me if we saw this go towards a $5 range, at least getting close to that Aurora price point. Given the fact that they're dumping money into BMMJ to get their business out there in the US, and that they really are expanding on other products and dispensaries with BMMJ, I think that's really kind of where we're going to see the value as far as that one's concerned. Right now, as I'm talking, it's priced at $2.29. We'll see where it goes from here. I would really like to see some decent consolidation, some more pullbacks to really signify strength with BMMJ. but it's really anybody's guess as to where this is going to end up, considering just how much this has moved up to this point. And speaking of Australis, I think that this is going to be one that's also undervalued. We saw some significant volume coming in over the last day or so, and the reason it's starting to get a move on is because they just recently announced the mobile cannabis app in the United States, introducing advanced loyalty and revenue opportunities. And the app is basically designed to educate cannabis patients and reward consumers for shopping at safe, regulatory compliant, and leading cannabis dispensaries across the United States. This is a huge deal, guys. This might not seem like a big deal to many, especially if you're not a cannabis user. I'm not really big into it, but you got to follow the money here. And I think that there's a lot of value to be had. As you can see, Aurora is really kind of branching out into the US, really starting to make their mark and plant themselves in the market before the inevitable legalization of marijuana in the US. Having said that, with a price point at $1.04 as of this cast, having said that, with a price point of $1.04 as of this video, I would say that this is still very undervalued, and the pricing really should be somewhere near where Aurora and BMMJ are headed. Now guys, just understand that the whole purpose of this video was just to get you to connect the dots with these two smaller companies with Aurora in order to really determine value in both of these stocks. This is how I do a lot of my due diligence. This is how I find success in trading in the OTC. But having said that, I don't want anybody to just buy something specifically because I'm saying to buy it. And really, I'm not. I really just kind of want you to observe how I find value in this so that you can do this type of due diligence on your own. Now, if you're looking to get some more information on how it is that I do what I do, go check out our free platform over at WeTrade HQ. We have a Discord group of over 4,000 members from around the globe, learning and growing and celebrating each other's success. And I also have a comprehensive course and a morning mentorship where I go live with folks from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time, where we discover stocks such as these, find value, and execute that plan throughout the day. So if you're interested in that, the links are in the description below. I highly encourage you to check that out. Furthermore, as I've mentioned, the WeTrade HQ platform, it's not just dedicated to penny stocks. Even though this channel is, WeTrade HQ was designed to cater to traders of all types. Whether you're trading Forex, options, big boards, futures, ETFs, and even cryptocurrencies, no matter what you're trading in the market, WeTrade HQ is the place for you. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, again, I would appreciate a subscription and just hit that thumbs up. It really doesn't take a whole lot of energy to do so. I certainly would appreciate it to support this channel even further. And as always, guys, I will see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out.